Hello everyone, and welcome to the Innovation Tech community, and so another session. So along with me, so Frank Falvi. So he's my dear friend and he's my mentor. He's my motivator. So I have been working with the Frank Falvi from it's almost more than 1.5 year. Nearly 2 years. So we met in Azure AI show. So like we are doing continuously weekly sessions on different tools and how it really works and how it really work helpful for the tech enthusiasts and how not only this one. So we done a lot of initiatives like journey to the cloud, and they Frank Falvey and Dan and Teresa and these people are created the Microsoft Speaker Hub. It is one of the biggest communities throughout the world. So, yeah. So, and coming to the Frank Falvey, so is Microsoft MVP in Copilot, and he's from Dublin, Ireland. So, hi Frank, and welcome to the Innovation Tech community, and welcome to the Microsoft AI Summit 2025.
Thank you, Partop, for giving me the option to partake in your innovation tech community. It's a global boot camp, isn't it, for AI?
Yeah.
So
I'm so excited. I'm so excited about your insights. So I'm looking forward to your insights today. So yeah, over to you, Frank.
Okay, so I'll share my screen, guys, and I'll take you through Copilot in Office 365. Just going to share my screen with you. You see my screen there, Partop?
Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
Yeah. So, first of all, I suppose if anybody wants to use this, they first of all have to get Office 365 account, and then you have to get an add-on called Copilot Pro. For me here, it's $22 per month. It's as an add-on. Microsoft gives you a free month if you want to just try it out. So I'll be actually going through it, and I'm going to show you Microsoft Word with Copilot, Excel with Copilot, Outlook, and PowerPoint. Those four I'm just going to cover, but it's actually in other applications as well, like OneNote and SharePoint and other Microsoft applications as well. So I'm just going to switch over to my account here, and we're going to click into Word. So I'm just going to start with a blank document. So when you go into Word, you'll see in the middle here is what you want Copilot to draft. Okay, so you can just click into that one and start, or you can go up here to the right hand side and you see the Copilot thing here. I'm just going to click on that and it'll open up a new pane on the right hand side. Okay, so it gives you a couple of options. Write more confidently, so it can how can I concisely describe something. The other one then, how can I Copilot help and create an image. Okay, so some of these things, these features are in Edge as well with Copilot. But one of the new features I'm going to show you at the start, and it's down here. It gives you these 5 buttons down the bottom, and the first one there says add an image. Okay, and then the other one there, view prompts, right? That will give you all the prompts, gives you help with what type of prompts that you want. And this one then is chat with an agent, and that's a new feature as well. So that's nearly a whole topic on its own. And manage content. And then you got this other button here, it's a microphone. And so if you didn't want to type, you could actually talk and put your prompt in here then. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to upload an image. This is a very cool feature, and you can either paste the image in or upload from the device. So I'm going to upload. So I'm going to pick something that has text in it, okay? So I'm going to go with this one. Okay, it's my MVP certification that I got from Microsoft because it's got text and logos in it. And so there it is after loading in there. So in the thing says, ask me anything about this document, right? So I'm going to say, tell me about this image. Okay, and we'll see what it will give us then. And we know it is a certification and my name was in it and who awarded it to me. Okay, so it's after giving us all this text now up here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on insert, and it's going to put us into the middle of the page here, okay? So I'm just going to insert the picture in the bottom of the page as well. And here it is. So will you just see, right? It says the image you mentioned is a certificate titled Most Valuable Professional, awarded by Microsoft. We know this is true, right? The certificate was issued to Frank Falvey, so it's after pulling out my name, on November the 6th, 2024. It includes the signature of Satya Nadella, right, the Chief Executive Officer of Microsoft. And the text at the bottom of the certificate reads, we recognize the value your exceptional contributions and commitment to technical communities worldwide. By sharing your real-world expertise and technical skills, you demonstrate understanding technical community leadership. Thank you. So if we look at the bottom, let's see, can we zoom in? We'll just, after going off the page, 1 second now. So our picture is just, I'm probably have to bring it up onto the next page. So I'll just try and widen it out. But that text anyway, you see this certificate also features Microsoft logo and MVP logo. So there's the MVP logo and there's the Microsoft logo. So that's one of the new features that Microsoft has added to Word with Copilot. So I'm just going to open up another blank document and we're just going to get it to ask Copilot to draft something. So I'm going to use this feature here, and we're just going to ask it to write something about the new features that Microsoft have for this year, which is the agents. So write an article, right? About agentic AI. Okay, and so if you write something and you spell it wrong, it kind of will predict that you spelled it wrong. And okay, so it's added on an extra thing here at the end, right? Wait a second now. Okay, AI. So then it predicts, right, after that, for the general audience, highlighting the potential benefits and ethical considerations. Okay, that sounds good. So we're just going to hit the tab button, okay, and put in that text, and then it'll read again, and then it'll predict other stuff that you might want in your article, right? So it's giving us this thing there. Include real world examples and engage readers with conversational tone. Yeah, sounds good. So we'll go with that. And it'll kind of keep going on, then again, adding other stuff for you. So we'll just carry on with this one out. So down the end, you'll see the blue button there, generate. Hover over it and you'll see generate. So we're going to generate this article. Okay, so it's about agentic AI, exploring the potentials. So it's giving us a nice 3-page document, okay? So we'll just go back to the start. Agentic AI, exploring the potentials of unethical considerations, okay? So Microsoft is about doing everything ethical and responsible AI. So this is kind of what this is about. So what are the agentic agents? So we're not going to read down through all the document now because I want to kind of show everyone the other things like Excel and whatever. So some of the other things we can do, right? Because we can see these are all different paragraphs, okay? So we'll come down to the end, right? And you can see what it's talking about: real world examples, autonomous vehicles, virtual personal assistants, and then it's giving us a conclusion, right? So it all looks fine. We're not going to verify all the text now because this is only kind of a demo. So what I go down here and I can ask Copilot to do other things, right? So I'm going to say, give me this in a table format. Okay, so we'll just hit that. And then starting to looking over it and see what way it can actually so you'll see up here it'll say AI generated content may be incorrect, so always read over everything. Okay, so not sure, something happened there. So it's given us C2 of 2, right? So it didn't actually work out. So we can actually hit the back button and go back to where we are and just write it again. And I put a different prompt this time. Put this into, and it's all about prompts with this thing. Put this into tables. Let's see, will that work? Okay, so it worked this time. So it's all about the prompts really. So you can see now it's all in kind of a table format. It gives you the option down here, right? So this other button here next to where keep it, if you want to keep it, or you can go regenerate. So if you didn't like the text inside there, you can regenerate it, or the next one you can discard it, or you can ask it to do other stuff like summarize it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back. Okay, we'll go back again to the start where we just had our text. Okay, so it's given us 3 pages, 1, 2, 3. So we'll just ask it to summarize. Okay. Summarize this document. Okay, so really made it kind of summarize there, all right, down into just one paragraph. So these are a few things, and down here we got thumbs up and thumbs down. So if you find it didn't do anything, you know, that you thought was wrong, you could give thumbs down. We'd say, like we had 3 pages, so summarize it to just one small paragraph, which was not great. If it gave me 1 page, I would have been happy. So you could hit dislike, and then it comes up here, and you can actually give the product teams information about it, and you can actually give it screenshots. If you type in something here like the summarize of 3 pages was just 1 paragraph, you didn't think it was good, so you could just say that and hit the submit button, and it'll give you an option to put screenshots and things like that in it. So that's kind of an overview of what Word is. So the next one I'm just going to move over to is Excel. Okay, so I have an Excel file, right, which is it's free to download off the internet. It's called Big Market Data. So I'm just going to open up that one. Okay, it's about loads of different shops, and it's got all different products in it: dairy, canned, frozen food, and it's got kind of stuff like regular, low fat, stuff like that. So it's a very good Excel sheet for people who want to become data science to practice stuff on or wherever. So up here in the top, we've got our Copilot again. So we can just click into that. And then it opens up on the right-hand pane there, as you can see. So it's given us a couple of things. Create formulas, suggest a formula column. Okay. So it can read what columns you have up in the top. And then it's giving us another one. Summarize using pivot tables and charts. Okay, so they do all these sort of things for you. Apply coloring and formatting. Okay, ask Copilot to do some values based on it. And it's giving you some other suggestions down here then as well. And we got 2 buttons here, our microphone, and we've got view prompts. So previous Word, I didn't go into this one, but we'll just go into this just to show you what the actual prompts are. Okay, so it's giving you a section here, explain formulas, key, keyboard shortcuts, and investigate errors, add a total row. Okay, so it's giving you a couple of different prompts, but up here in the top, right, it's giving you drop down, if you want to understand something or you want to ask, create, edit, so forth. Or in the other one, then job types, like what do you want to do? Is it kind of customer service, manufacturing, those sort of things. But you can see all the prompts then, right? If you click on this one down in the bottom, and that'll bring you over then to the prompt lab. Um, so this gives you actually more stuff then that you can actually generate ideas, get to-do lists, create presentations. So, well, I'll just go into one of these here, like create a presentation from a file. Okay, so it's giving you kind of stuff about PowerPoint and that. And it gives you kind of suggestions, prompts, and they, generate ideas. So that's prompts is really the major thing. So these are all free on Microsoft. So copilot.cloud.microsoft. And anybody looking for any of these, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Right, so we'll just go back to our Excel sheet and we just close down the prompts for now. So we'll just click on our first one up here. Okay, or yeah, create formulas. We'll see what it'll actually suggest for us. Okay, because there's sales involved in this one, products. Okay, so you can see here it's actually given us, we don't have any total sales in any of our columns up here. So it's given us kind of total sales and where like that. So if you're happy enough, you want to put these in, it's given us what it's actually after doing. It's getting the items outlet sales, and it's multiplying it by the item MRP. Okay, so this is our MRP, and there is the sales column. So we'll just insert this just for the demo, and we'll see what it looks like. Insert the column. Okay, so you see just added it on to the right hand side there of our Excel sheet. So it's taking a lot of work. If you have to do that manually now, you'd have to know how to, do Excel formulas. So this is kind of taking the pain out of it for you. So we can ask it some questions like show data insights. So sometimes these work and sometimes they don't. I'm not sure if it will. So we'll just check and see what it'll actually give us back. Okay, so yeah, so sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So it says, I'm currently unable to generate data insights. Please try again later. So you could give it a thumbs down, and you could say to the product team, like, the insights in Copilot didn't work. So that's when you can kind of give it the thumbs down when things don't work. And it kind of gives the product team then, things to work on to make it better going forward. So we'll ask it some questions. We say, right, instead of going into the top here and filtering down how much, we'd say dairy goods we have, or canned foods, or frozen foods, or snack foods, we could go over here and we could ask Copilot, you know, how many dairy items, right? So many dairy items in our, or in this data set. Okay, straightforward enough prompt. So we'll just see how many it'll come up with. And okay, so it's given us their number of dairy, right? 682. So if we go back over here to our items, right? And we can just do our drop down and we'll see all our items here. So we'll just click off everything, hit the dairy and apply. Okay, so it's taken out all the other items and it's giving us our dairy. So like doing it manually, as you can see, it can be time consuming. So we'll just go down to the end and we'll see how many it'll pull up for us. So like doing it manually is very slow. If you're not very good at Excel, so I'm hitting the shift button, clicking on this one, and down in the end here, I don't know if you can see here, is pull out the right number. The count is 682. So doing it manually is very slow. So you could pull out other stuff. Then we'd say if you want to, if you're running one of these big supermarkets and you want to do kind of insights into, we'd see how much low-fat products. So we can ask it stuff like that. These are all the type of questions that data scientists asks of, you know, Excel sheets and Power BI stuff. How many low-fat items? Okay. And we won't even say data set. We'll just see, can it pull it out from that prompt? Okay, so it's pulled out 5,517 low-fat items in the data set. And because there's so many 5,000 for this demo, I'm not just going to go down and check that. But I know I did check previously and it did pull out stuff like that. So like there's another thing here, all different years and whatever like that. So these are different outlets. Just ask it one other question. We say something. What is the oldest outlet? Okay, something simple like that. So we know we can go into our drop down here and we can see which is the oldest, but we can just ask it this question here anyway, right? So these are all sort of questions you could be asking of a data set for somebody who wants to find out how long one of these shops has been around. So it didn't, again, I'm currently unable to determine. It's probably going on the prompt at the top here. Okay, so I'll ask it the same question, but I will add something else into it. What is the oldest outlet? Establishment, okay, because we have that in the header. outlet established. In this data set. So it's all kind of about the prompts. So we'll see, will this work? So yeah, so it actually worked this time. So it's kind of really down to the prompt that you put in, right? So it's saying here the oldest outlet established in this data set is from the year of 1985. So I'm just going to go over to where it says outlet established year, and we'll do the drop down. So you can see in the list here, 1985 is the oldest one in the list, and then 87, so forth. So it's early days with this. So that's the overview of the Excel. Okay, so we'll go with Outlook next. So I'm just going to go back to my 365. And just another thing here, this is the new name for the Microsoft Office 365. It's called Microsoft 365 Copilot. So as you can see, it's just when I clicked into that, it just opened up. So it's gone from, you can see up the top here, the old logo has gone to this one. So that's just one other thing. So I'm just going to click in here and we're going to go to Outlook. So we'll just click on a new one. And let's just expand that one out. Okay, I think that's probably in the middle. So as you can see, again, we've got the Copilot button up in the top right hand side here. So just an idea for this one, you can see down here, draft with Copilot. So I'm just going to click on the draft with Copilot. And it's giving you some prompts there, then suggested prompts, you know, about short and friendly message, request information, give an update, announcement, newsletter. You know, it's giving you, if you want to talk about something like that, these are kind of common ones, right? So we're just going to forget about that one. And we're just going to click on the Copilot here. So it's got two buttons here. It gives you this one here, coaching. So get suggestions to help you write better emails. Okay. So we could click into that one here, look. And it says type at least 100 characters to get started for this email. Okay. So that's the coaching one. So we'll just click off the coaching one and we go back up here again, click on the Copilot, and we'll just click on draft. When you hover over it, it gives you this thing here, give Copilot a brief description, and Copilot will create a draft email. Okay, so I'll just click on that, and so we'll put in something like something for your boss, and we'll just say, hi boss, I am looking for, we'll say, a week's holiday. Okay, so normally you'd say more than that, and we'll just get Copilot to draft this. Okay. So we'll click here again, draft. So I'll just put that in there, and you'll get this button at the end, then generate. Okay. So we'll see. Okay, it did. 1 second. Now we'll just get Copilot up again. Okay, so it worked that time. Okay, so it gives you all these other options then underneath. Keep it, discard it, retry, make it shorter, make it longer, change the tone. Okay, so we'll see. I'll just highlight this here, and we'll make it bigger. So will it allow us? No, something wrong there. Okay, so it's until we try, if we say keep it, okay, we keep it, and then we can highlight it, and then we can make it bold, and we can make it bigger, so as we can just read it. So I only just put in a line of, hey boss, I'm looking for a week off. So it's giving us this thing, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so that's kind of stuff you'd say to your boss first, you know, if you're asking for a week off. I want to reach out to you to ask you if you would be possible for me to take a week's holiday. I believe it would be a great opportunity for me to recharge and come back even more motivated and productive. Please let me know if you can be accommodated and if there are any specific dates you would prefer I avoid. I appreciate your understanding and I look forward to hearing from you. So like that's a good lot there from the prompt that I put in, which was hi boss, I'm looking for a week's holiday. So this is what Copilot can actually do for you, like for drafting an email, you know. And like if you thought you wanted a bit shorter, you could go back to the Copilot again, draft. You can make it longer, so we can click on that and we'll see what it actually brings up. Okay, so we will replace it. Okay, so you can see the site. It's now it's after making it bigger. It's after putting in best regards, your name. So some of the same stuff. I believe it would be a great opportunity to recharge, motivate. I have been working diligently on all tasks and feel a break would. So it's kind of putting that part in there and it actually made it longer. So if you thought that was good enough, you could keep it. We can go back to Copilot again, the drafting part. You could change the tone of it. So you, 1 second, I'll just make this a bit bigger. So we'll go to change the tone, okay? You can make it formal, you can make it casual or direct, like a poem. Don't know why you would want to do that. But look, we'll make it casual and we'll see what we get there, okay? Okay, so hope you're doing well. Just wanted to ask, could I take a week's holiday? Yeah, that sounds like it's actually making it a little bit more casual. So that's kind of some of the stuff that you can do with Copilot in your Outlook. there's other stuff you can do as well. Like if you were off on holidays and came back and you had a couple of hundred emails, you can get Copilot to summarize your emails and give you kind of the most important ones first, so as you can deal with those ones. So that's a kind of overview of what Copilot can do for you in Outlook. So we're just going to pop over to the next one, which is PowerPoint. And we'll just open up PowerPoint here. And we'll click on a blank one. Okay, so when you come in here, then you've got your Copilot here, create a presentation, ask Copilot. And over here on the right hand side, you see the Copilot here. So we create it here first because it comes out in two different styles. So here it says create a presentation about, I'm going to go on the agentic AI, okay? And then you will click on the button here and you can actually generate. You can actually also here on this part here, you can reference a file. If you have a file that's about a particular topic, you can click on the file here and it can pull stuff out from that and do it for you. So I'm just going to hit on the generate button here, and Copilot is pulling out all the stuff there for us. Okay, so you can see all this is one slide, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so understanding agentic AI, right? So it's giving definitions, characteristics, distinguishing from traditional AI, and developing and evolution of agentic AI applications. Okay, so and then the ethics and future prospects. Okay, so that kind of looks good, and it's given us an estimated number of 20. Okay, which is good. So we'll hit generate slides. So it's just working on it here now, and it's very quick. If you had to do 20 slides for a particular project, it could take you nearly half a day by the time you type in all the relevant information. But okay, so you can see all the slides. It's after bringing up for us, and it's after expanding on our thing. So it's saying agentic AI, exploring the future of autonomous intelligence. Okay, so that looks like a nice presentation. So we can click into it here. Double click on one slide, and next it'll open them up here in the big pane. So we can go to the slideshow, or we can just go down through them, giving you different topics, characteristics. So it's giving you all the pictures and everything there, like, you know, telling you about different early AI experiments, breakthrough in neural networks, reinforcement learning. So these are kind of all the stuff: machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, self-learning algorithms. So these are all part of the AI now. So this is kind of the future of it, agentic AIs, autonomous vehicles, role of the agentic agent. So this looks like a good, okay, presentation of agentics. I'll just go up to the slideshow and you'll see normally it gives you a nice intro at the start, just to give you an idea of it. So from the beginning, so here we go. So if you had to make all this stuff yourself, it would take you a lot of time. So just going on to the next page, you can see the thing there swirling in the middle. There's the next page. So I'm not going to go through all the pages now, it's just to give you kind of a flavor of what it actually can do for you. So I'm just going to hit the escape and I'm just going to show you some other stuff we can do with. So if we just go out of this one, we just go back to home here. Just want to show you some other feature. We'll just go back to the first slide. So up next to the Copilot up here, we have Designer, right? This is Microsoft Designer. And this is another AI feature, okay? And if you click on that, it'll pull up all your slides on the right-hand side. So if you didn't want this slide here, if you want to move it over here to the other side, click on the button and it just does it for you. You can just click into your text boxes, change whatever you want inside here. And if you wanted this style, you could change it to that. You can also go down here and you can see more designs and ideas. So you just click into that there and it'll just generate some more for you. If you wanted to see it like that or that one. So that is, I'll just keep this one, keep the name of that one. 1 second now, copy that. And I'm just going to go up to the top here where it says presentation 9, click into that and replace that with the name of that presentation. To go back to it later. Okay, so it doesn't like the characters. 1 second now. Okay, so it doesn't like the okay, so that's that one. So I'm just going to go back and show you the other Copilot button that's on the right hand side. Okay, so we just covered the one here, create a presentation here. So now we'll go over to this, over to the right hand side one. This is the original one when it first came out. So it's giving you, if you want to create a presentation from a file, and create a presentation about the benefits, about something anyway, right? So it's giving you a prompt, the benefits of meditating every day. That's an example of a prompt. Or coach me, tell me the best practices for, and the prompt is creating persuasive presentation. And the other one then, add a stock image, suggest a stock image of something. Okay, so down here then it's giving you add an image. Okay, so that was the same as earlier on I showed you in Word where you can upload an image and you can ask it about that particular image. And then it's giving you the other one, view prompts. We covered that one earlier. This is another one, chat with an agent. And then it's giving you another one here, manage content preference, and then the microphone then as well. So that's that one. So we're just going to create a presentation, right? So we click on this one up here, and it's bringing us back over to this one. So I want to have it down here. They're changing things around. So the last time I came in here, it was you can just create a presentation, right? Create a about agentic AI and hit the go button. Sure, I can create a presentation. Okay, so create a presentation. So it's prompted me to come back here again. So that functionality that used to be there earlier is actually moved to the center. So with all the changes happening, this, like I said, this Copilot here used to bring up all the slides here. So they're just after changing that functionality. I find new things all the time when I come in here. So they're working on it all the time. So just be mindful of that. Even when you go into Word, there might be new stuff. So create presentation from a file. Okay, so it gives you this option then down here. So that we created this one already, agentic AI exploring the potentials, right? So that was our Word document, okay, that we had earlier in the presentation, right? So we'll just click on that one and we'll just hit the go button and we'll see. So it's making a presentation now from our text document that we had earlier. Okay. So it's telling I've drafted 3 slides and made some changes based on the document. Okay. You can also use Designer for adjusting the layout. Okay. That, I don't think that was actually great. 3 slides from that one. So I would give that one the thumbs down again and fill out here, because if we go back to our document, okay, we have it up here. Well, maybe it's probably given it from this one, so that might be the problem. No, it's the wrong document. Sorry, no. So we'll just find, go back in here to Word. So this was the one we had earlier. Okay, so that's probably why it only just gave us the 3 slides, because it's just going on that little paragraph, so you could understand that. So what we could actually do is we'll get Copilot to make us a bigger document. Copy there and go to Copilot. So we'll just auto rewrite. Okay, so we get it to rewrite. Insert it below. Okay. We'll go and get a new document because I just want to show you how to do it from So I'm just saying, write an article on agentic AI, discuss potential to revolutionize industry, keeping it forward-looking and optimistic tone throughout. Okay, so we'll keep that as well. Okay, and we give it a second, then it gives us more empathize and transform impact on healthcare, finance, and education. So we'll keep that. Okay, and then we'll just go draft. So it's given us a bigger document now, okay? So we have 3 pages now. So we'll just go keep this, okay? So it's given us a different name now. It's given us Agentic AI, a glimpse into transformative future, okay? So we've got that one. So now if we just go back here and we go to Word, we'll see it here on the list there, the first one, okay? So we just go back to our PowerPoint and cancel that. And we come up here and we'll create a presentation from a file. And we'll just don't see it here now, 1 second. Maybe we just might have to refresh it. Go into a new one, file, new. So we'll just kind of give us a blank canvas to work off again. So we'll click on Copilot on the right and create a presentation from a file. And there we have our file that it actually gave us there earlier, Agentic AI. Okay. And we'll hit the enter button. So it's picking out all the headers: introduction, transforming healthcare, revolutionizing finance. Okay, so you can see there now, it's after giving us 19 slides, which is good. So we can just go to slideshow, give you a quick glimpse of what it came up with. Enter. So these are all the slides that it actually gave us. So that's a kind of an overview of what Copilot can do in the Office package in Word, Excel, Outlook, and PowerPoint. And it's getting better all the time. So as I say, every time I go into this every week, there's some new features, some taken away, some moved to a different part, but it's looking good. In the beginning, last year when I started looking at this first, you'd only, if you put in a topic, it'd only give you 5 or 6 slides, but now it's giving you up to 20, even 40. So that's it for me on the PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and Outlook. So thanks everybody for joining the Microsoft AI Summit 2025 with the Innovation Tech community. And I'll be on later today with the Azure and AI show, where we have people doing Power Apps and some agents and things like that. If somebody wants to join us, it's the Azure and AI show on every Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT. Thank you.